What's up, Colby Clubsters? Welcome back to another video. Join with me, Colby, and everyone's favorite little penguin named Mo. Guys, we're doing another top 10. This is actually going to be the first top 10. We're actually doing them assassins. Going to be my top 10 favorite exotics. So this list is actually kind of hard to make, because if you guys don't know, there actually are a ton of exotics. I actually counted, and there is 128 exotic knives. I'm not even including pets on this list, so that just shows how much options I had to choose from. So this video was a lot harder to make than any of my MM2 lists I've had to make. Yeah, we are not going to be including pets on this list. If you guys want to see more Assassin top 10 videos, maybe I can do a top 10 pet list in the future, as well as a top 10 mythics, and maybe even top 10 dreams. I don't know, let me know in the comment section. So if you guys are excited, be sure to drop a like, subscribe for new, and turn on those post notifications. Remember new videos, so you can join the Colbe Club. Be sure to write down a comment. Let me know what your favorite exotic is. If you guys don't know, I'm actually trying to hit 1K subs in 2020, so if you guys have not subscribed already, you guys should definitely do that, because I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be really appreciated, but I guess let's get right into my list. So for number 10, I'm giving it to the Egg Beater. The Egg Beater's worth 3 exotics, and it is 3-star demand, and you got it from like an Easter item pack from 2018, I believe. So the reason why I like this knife so much, because it's not even a knife, it's just like an egg beater. I honestly find the egg beater like super hilarious, because like everyone's just duking it out with their awesome, cool, exotic knives, but you're just like trying to kill everyone with a freaking egg beater. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but that's why it's funny. Like, imagine you're like in a freaking arena and like someone has like the shadow knife, and like you come in and like you just wield out an egg beater. Like that's funny, honestly. Like, I like funny knives like that. So number 9, I'm giving it to the Abyssal Spine. So the Abyssal Spine is also worth 3 exotics with 3-star demand. It was from like an Abyssal pack sometime in 2018. I actually own the knife, as you guys can see right here. Not actually showing up on my hip for some reason, but it's just like a cool looking knife. It's like black and red, and has like spikes all through which act like a spine. This is honestly one of those edgiest knives in the game, honestly. Like, I gotta be honest with you, like, you look at like all the knives, and like, Abyssal Spine is definitely one of the most edgiest knives in the game. And I feel like that's definitely one of those knives like a lot of emo kids would wear. Honestly, dude. So if you guys remember my Roblox character, it's based on the most edgiest colors, as you guys can see. It's just red and black. And those are the most edgiest colors, like, period. And so, it fits my character pretty well, as you guys can see. It looks pretty good with my character. I mean, I guess the red isn't like the exact shade of red that I use, but it's still good enough. Like, good enough for like me to enjoy. I mean, look at this. This guy right here, Fortnite Isaac, looks like a guy that used the Abyssal Spine right here. Sucks, he doesn't have it though. So number 8 is going to be the Egg Claymore. So the Claymore is worth 5 exotics with 3-star demand. And you got this from unboxing one of the new Easter boxes in Easter 2018. I don't even know what's up with me and the Egg Claymore, but like, I've honestly always like liked this knife. Like, I don't know, it might have been because it's one of the rarer items from the Easter 2018 event. There's also the Fairy Axe, which is an exotic from Easter 2018, but it wasn't really as rare as the Egg Claymore. I think there's 2 boxes, and there was like a normal Easter box and a rare Easter box. And Fairy Axe was in both of them, but Egg Claymore was only in the rare Easter box, which made them more rare. So if you like wanted to flex your Easter stuff, Egg Claymore is the way to go. And it has like gems all throughout it, and it's like a cool like brown knife, almost like gingerbread kind of. And it has like gems all throughout it. It's like super cool. Definitely one of the better Easter knives out there in the game. It might have to be my favorite Easter knife that's actually in Roblox Assassin. So number 7, I'm gonna have to give it to the Dragon Breath. The Dragon Breath is worth 14 different exotics with 4-star demand. You got that from unboxing boxes in the Assassin beta from like mid-2016. If you guys remember my Murder Mystery 2 top 10 favorite godly, you'll know that he was actually on that list because like, the knife just fits my character more than like any other knife. It's literally just a knife, but the blade is just on fire. And you know, my character, I'm just a marshmallow that's on fire. Like, I'm based on like the fire, and Dragon Breath is just a dragon spitting out fire. So both of our main points in the designs is just being on fire. So me and the Dragon Breath actually have something in common. I wish I actually had the Dragon Breath since it would like fit my character more than like any other knife in the game. Unfortunately, I don't, but maybe I can actually get the Dragon Breath sometime in the future. I think there are a couple other knives that are actually on fire in this game, but like, the Dragon Breath just sticks out to me more than like any other item. Maybe because I just have a lot of Murder Mystery 2 nostalgia. So like any knife that was also in Murder Mystery 2, I just like an assassin. I don't really know. So number 6 is actually going to be the Kunai. The Kunai is worth 3 exotics with 3 star demand. You get this from crafting the Synergy, the Striker, and the Fury. But Kunai, I don't really know. It's like one of those special exotics. It has like their very own effect. And not a lot of exotics have their very own effect. But like the effect on Kunai is like actually kind of cool. It's like it has like a border around it, which makes it super cool. It's definitely like one of the more unique exotics in the game. I'm like a huge fan of the Kunai. I really wish I had this. It actually takes a little bit to try to get it. I do have the Striker though, so maybe I can try to get the Kunai sometime in the future. But it's like a small little like dagger looking item, and like, I don't know, it's like black and orange, and like it's like such a cool looking knife design. So now we're on the top 5, and I'm gonna have to give number 5 to the Pumpkin King. The Pumpkin King is worth 4 exotics with 4 star demand, and you got this from a Halloween box back in Halloween 2017. It's one of the very first packs that actually got included. I'm pretty sure it was like the 4th pack that actually ever came to existence. And there's like dozens of packs in the game now, so it's definitely a title to hold. I actually did buy the Pumpkin King pack when he was in the game, as you can see I actually own the Sinister Flames as proof. But something about this knife is like super cool. It's like a huge looking sword, and it's also like black and orange. I feel cool when I equip it. Like whenever I see someone that has the Pumpkin King, I'm like, whoa, that's the Pumpkin King. He's a pretty cool guy. No one in the server actually owns the Pumpkin King, which just shows how cool it is. Cause like, not a lot of people actually have it, since you had to buy an item pack for like 1,000 Robux like 3 years ago, or more like 2.5 than anything. I don't know, I just always like feel cool when I have the knife, and like I wish I still actually owned this knife, but I don't want to actually own it anymore, which makes me kind of sad, but you know, it's fine. Alright, so number 4 is going to Skeleton King, another king item here. The Skeleton King is actually one of the most expensive exotics in the game. It's the 3rd most expensive exotic in the game. It's worth 105 god lead with 4 star demand. You got this from unboxing in the Assassin Beta Halloween update in 2016, which I believe is the very first event that actually came in the game, because it was like in the beta version of Assassin, which makes it pretty cool. But it's like literally just like a skeleton spine, basically. The knife is just like so detailed. It like looks like it's like actually from like a spine. And just wearing this knife just like shows that, hey, I'm rich and I got the cool knives. Just by showing that you're wearing the Skeleton King. Unfortunately, I've never actually owned the Skeleton King in my life before, which makes me kind of sad, but hey, it's fine. At least I got the Abyssal Spine, which is like another version of Skeleton King, except like it's black instead of white. I'm gonna mention like this whole server's just AFK. Never mind, this guy just came back. And he killed me, that sucks. But you know, it doesn't even matter, because just the Skeleton King just like such a cool, awesome knife. And I just love all the detail that was put into the knife. I know the Assassin team didn't actually make Skeleton King, it was a Roblox catalog item. Hey, the Roblox team did a good job making the Skeleton King. So number 3 is going to the Flame Mace. This is worth 14 exotics, is 4 star demand. And you got this from unboxing in the beta Assassin days. This is like one of those knives that like a lot of people try to use in like the competitive Assassin, but that's not why I like it. I actually play very little of competitive Assassin. I just like it because of how cool it looks. It's just like a fire stick, but it has like a huge like freaking like ball on it that's like on fire. It's like one of the most unique items, so we don't actually have that much maces in Assassin. Like we have the Flame Mace and we have the Abyssal Mace, and that might actually be it actually, I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if there's any more maces that I'm missing, but those might actually be the only maces in the game. But they both like stand out to me, but like the Flame Mace has to stick out to me even more because it's like a fire knife, and like I'm a fire guy in more ways than one. I'm talking about the knife, by the way. And since there aren't actually that much maces in the game, and this is like the most expensive mace that's actually in the game, it's like such like a unique item to actually own. And I don't even know like that much people own the Flame Mace. No one in the server owns the Flame Mace. Granted, I am a classic server. Yeah, the Flame Mace, Pretty cool item, I gotta say. Alright guys, so for number 2, this might actually surprise a couple of you guys, but it's actually going to be the Ocean Blade. The Ocean Blade is worth 3 exotics and is worth 3-star demand, and you got this from a summer item pack in 2018. You might be wondering, why is Ocean Blade like such a cool knife? It's like, I don't know if you never understood why I enjoy the Ocean Blade so much. It's like the blade is like so unique looking, cause I mean like look at it, it's just like a huge shell as the blade or something. It's like a clamp as the blade or something, I don't know. Like such a cool and like unique looking knife, definitely like one of the most unique items in the game. There's not really much else items like this. I did actually buy this summer pack when it actually came out, but I don't actually own it anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. Cause you know, I trade a lot, so I have to like, I gotta trade sometimes when I have the chance, but like, I had to trade away my Ocean Blade, which makes me kinda sad. If only it had its own effect, so I could like, show my love for the Ocean Blade, but I don't actually think it did have its own effect. Alright guys, so before we get to number 1, I want to go off some honorable mentions. Since there were so many exotics, there are going to be a lot of honorable mentions, so I'm gonna like, just gonna speed through the honorable mentions. I'm not gonna talk too much about them. Electro Saw. I was like really into saws when I first got into like Roblox knife trading. Like back in Murder Mystery 2, I was obsessed with the saw and it was like my dream item. And I actually did get the saw, but I played in Beta Assassin. Like I loved the knife so much. It was like definitely my favorite knife back in the day. The Bone Axe. Like something about this knife, it just like screams cool. I didn't actually expect to put this on the list until I actually saw how cool it looked. It says like an axe with like a skeleton on it. It's like just super cool. The Bat Size is definitely one of the most edgiest knives in the game. It's in the Beta Assassin. It's definitely one of my most favorite knives that was actually in the game back then. And I was a huge fan of the Bat Size. Nightmare is like a reskin of Azure. It's like a black version. It's like super cool. It's definitely like really weird, especially when it comes to the handle. I like a really weird part of the handle. But I don't know, it still like looks super cool and like it matches my color scheme. Scorch Battle Axe is a catalog item, and it's actually a catalog item that I really wanted to come into the game, and I'm really glad it actually did come into the game because it looks super cool. I was actually really close to grinding for this for a leaderboard. I was like 700 points in until actually someone gave me a free Scorch Battle Axe, so I stopped grinding. And I do actually own it right there, as you guys can see. The Neutron doesn't actually look super cool, but I wanted to put it on this list because it's the first 1,000 point prize I actually grinded for. You know, I've never actually done like a grind like that before. Like this is before I started competitively playing Murder Mystery X, and like when I started grinding for that, so like this is like my first like actual grind I participated in. I want to also shout out to Lord of Pokemon 200 for some free keys, you're a true homie. Fire Feather, I wanted to put this on the list just because it looks like really funny. It's like not really a knife that is too appealing to the eye, but I just wanted to put it on because it looks silly and actually matches my character too. The Abyssal Mace, like, I wanted to put this on the list for the same reason as Abyssal Spine, but like Abyssal Spine, just I like it a little bit more, but I feel like the Abyssal Mace is like a little bit more edgy than Abyssal Spine. The Cutlass, I wanted to put the Cutlass on the list just because of how curved it looks. Like when you hold it, it's just like super curved, as you guys can see, like it points up to me like that. The Reaper Axe, the Gold Reaper, but cool. I kind of just wanted to put it on the list just because there's a Gold Reaper in Murder Mystery X, and it's like the same thing, but except it's black in this game. X-Vicinator. I didn't really like the colors to this knife, honestly. Like something about this knife is like super colorful and jolly to me. Definitely one of the best Christmas knives that are in the game. Epic Red, I wanted to put this on the list mainly because when I play Assassin with PDJ Gamer, there's an Epic Blue in the game. Like, I always wear the Epic Red and he wears the Epic Blue. So, like, I do definitely use this knife a lot when I play this game with PDJ Gamer. And it does actually fit my character as well. The Hunter, I wanted to put this on the list because in Murder Mystery X, Crimson is one of my favorite exotics in the game. And the Hunter is just crimson but white. And I wanted to put Strange Blade on the list too because... guys, the #1 spot, you might actually have saw this coming if you guys saw my top 10 favorite godlies in Murder Mystery 2. But it's actually going to be the Lord Sinister. It's actually worth 40 exotics. I didn't know it was so expensive. It definitely wasn't that expensive when I was first getting into Assassin, but it's 40 exotics as well as 4-star demand. And I like this knife purely because of Murder Mystery 2 nostalgia. Because in Murder Mystery 2, the Hallow's Edge was like my first good godly in the game, and it always became my favorite knife in Murder Mystery 2 ever since. And it also came to Assassin as well, because the Lord Sinister is a reskin of Howl's Edge of Murder Mystery 2. And when I got the Lord Sinister, I actually just always used it. I didn't like always use it, but definitely then I used the most out of all of my exotics. Purely just because of how cool it looks. Definitely the best Halloween knife in Assassin to date, and it's also the best exotic. At least in my opinion it is. Alright guys, so that was my full list, so if you guys agree with my list, be sure to drop a like, subscribe for new and turn on those post notifications. Never miss new videos, you can join the Colbe Club. Be sure to write in the comment, let me know your guys' top 10 favorite exotics are, because I'd love to hear what you guys like in Assassin. I'll probably be making a top 10 favorite mythics and a top 10 favorite dreams video in the future, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say, so until next time, I'm Colbe. Good.